Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Charlie and this is Flowstate. Today I have a strong practice for you from start to finish, and this is a great practice if you're looking to really find your flow and move into some more challenging postures like arm balances and inversions. As we are going to be focusing on those two things, if you know that you need some props, maybe a blanket for a crash pad or some blocks to assist you into your inversions, then make sure you've got those close by. When you are ready, we are going to get started in child's pose. So, option 1 is to keep the legs together, or option 2 is to have the legs a little wider, knees at the edges of your mat. And then walking your hands forwards. Starting off the first few moments of our practice a little slower, just to give you a chance to tune in with your body, find that steady breath. So use this time to really soften, let go of anything else that's gone on before now, so you can truly find your flow. Final few breaths here. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming up into tabletop now. Set your hands and your knees. And we'll start by moving in circular motions to warm up the wrists. So you can start moving a few times clockwise. And then a few times anti-clockwise. Beginning to really exaggerate your circles now. So sitting the hips all the way back. And then traveling as far forwards as you can, so you really get that deep extension through the wrists. Good. So coming back through center, tuck your toes, lift your knees so they're hovering off the mat. Then swing your knees to the left, staying as low as you can, and swing your knees to the right, staying low. Keep that going. So we're just looking to twist through the spine as we swing the knees. The next time the knees swing to the left, bring your left hand to your right knee, coming into a little twisted balance. To the other side. Now knees go right. Right hand comes to left knee into the twist. Keep that going a few more times. Staying as low as you can through the twist. Nice and controlled. Okay, last little add-on. As the knees go to the left, this time extend your right leg out to this side and the left arm will reach up. See if you can stay low, but hold. Nice. Let's switch. So knees go to the right. Extend your left leg, reach your right arm up and hold. Keep that going a couple more times. Last round, to the left and to the right. Good. Come back through center, hover your knees and hold. 5. Keep pushing the floor away. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Lift your hips, push back, downward facing dog. The legs might feel a little bit of relief now, so start to pedal them out. Give them a little break. Nice deep breaths here as we're just getting ready for our practice. Still warming up. Nice. Now pick up your heels so you're just on the balls of your feet. On your inhale, ripple forwards into high plank. Then bend your knees, hover them like you've just been practicing, and dip your belly, arch your back like a back bend. Slowly push all the way back to downward facing dog. A little quicker, inhale, ripple, high plank. Bend the knees, arch your back, push back, downward dog. Keep it flowing with your breath. Inhale, move forwards. Exhale, come back. Synchronize your breath with your movement. 2 more. Last one. Really good. Now coming forwards into your plank. I want you to come onto the tops of your feet, and then you'll dip your hips to the right. Come back up and dip your hips to the left. Keep that going, just rolling over the tops of your feet from side to side. Beautiful. Next time you dip to the right, I want you to come into your side plank on the right. If you need to modify here, right knee can come down. Keep pressing the floor away. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Switching into side plank on the other side, so going over to your left. If you're modifying, the left knee is down. Keep pressing the floor away as you hold 3, 2, and 1. Come back to plank. Super slowly lower down to chaturanga. Go as slow as you can for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming into your cobra. So gentle back bend. Doesn't have to be anything crazy to begin. Nice big breath in here. Exhale, coming back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to set your hands and your feet. And lifting your right leg high, inhale. As you exhale, bring your knee into your nose. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring knee into nose and step your foot in between your hands. Now keep your belly in connection with your thigh. So you're resting your belly on your thigh. And reach your arms forwards. Shifting the weight into the front foot. Hold here. It's a super strong pose. Stay with me. Keep your chin in towards your chest so the neck is relaxed. Now keeping the belly in connection with the thigh, slowly step your back foot forwards, coming into this sort of chair ski position. Now switching the position of the arms, reach your arms back. Keep your belly in connection with your thighs. Good. Now reaching your arms behind your legs, you can hug your legs. Slowly start to straighten the legs. See if you can keep that connection with your belly and your thighs. Nice. Stay together as you come into your fold. You can always keep a little bend in the knees if you need to. Keep relaxing your chin into your chest. Good. Now on your inhale, release the arms, lift your chest halfway. As you exhale, step back to plank. Push the floor away, hold for a breath in. Exhale, nice and slow, down through chaturanga. This time, inhale, come through upward facing, so a stronger back bend this time. And as you exhale, come back to downward dog. Reset with a breath here, inhale. And exhale.
Good. Lifting the left leg high this time. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it in. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot in between your hands. Keep your belly in connection with your thigh. Reach your arms forwards. I know it's a challenging one. It's only momentary. Stay with me. Keep shifting the weight into the front foot. Connect to your breath. Good. Now staying low, step your back foot forwards. As you come into your chair, reach your arms back. So imagining you're skiing downhill. Keep your hips low, weight back through the heels. Beautiful work. Now wrapping your arms around the backs of your legs, slowly start to straighten your legs as you come into a forward fold. Seeing if you can keep that compression between belly and thighs. Slow down your breath a few moments here. Relax your chin into your chest. Good. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, we'll step back into plank. Hold for a breath in. Slowly exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 steady breaths here, using this as a way to recoup some energy. Good. Stepping your feet together in downward dog. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. And then let your knees open out wide. Start to sink your hips down. So you're in this kind of frog position. And we're just going to hold this here. You can let the knees swing side to side. So we get a little bit of an opening through the hips. Keep your hands glued to your mat. Good. Coming back up into your downward dog so you can set your heels down, set your feet a little wider. Then look forwards, lift your heels. Bend your knees and jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. Then stay low as you bend your knees, sink your hips down into Malasana. If this is really challenging and the heels are raised, you can always place blocks underneath the arches of your feet. So your heels have a little platform to rest on. This can make this pose so much more accessible. So if you have the blocks, consider working with them in this way. And from your Malasana, let's start to rock a little bit side to side. Just warming up the hips. Bring your hands into prayer if you're feeling balanced, and then press your elbows against the insides of your legs. So you're just pushing those legs a little further apart. Beautiful. Okay. Now bring your hands down to the mat. Step your feet in together. If you have blocks, I really recommend working with them. So you want to place your blocks hips width and then stand on each block. Lift your heels so you're just on the balls of your feet. Then plant your hands on the mat like so. You're looking to rest your knees just above your elbows. If you are more confident in your crow pose or your crane, you may be able to have the knees a little further up the arms. But for today, we'll start with them a little bit lower. So start to shift your weight into your hands. Make that connection with your knees. You're looking to lift your hips a little higher. And then keep shifting your weight forwards. You may find that this is as far as you feel confident to go. If that's the case, stay here. It's no pressure. If you want to go further, start by lifting one foot. And then switching, lifting the other foot. If you're feeling quite confident, see if you can lift both feet. And then we'll see if we can hold this here for at least 3 breaths, so you can really feel for what's going on in the pose. Keep pressing through your hands. Gaze is focused on one spot. Wonderful. Lower your feet to come out. So you're either coming back to the blocks or just down to the ground. We can move the blocks out of the way for now. And then we'll go straight into a ragdoll. So you can have your feet a little bit wider for this. Holding onto your elbows, swaying side to side. Just letting it all go after that challenging posture. Good. Now slowly let go of your elbows, round your back, roll all the way up to stand, vertebra by vertebra. Beautiful. Step your feet in hips width. And then we'll begin by crossing the left ankle on top of the right knee. So take a moment just to find your balance here. Keep opening that left knee out so you get that external rotation through the left side. And then nice and slowly bend your right leg. Start to lower your hips down. You may begin to feel this on the outside of the left thigh, left hip area. Probably your piriformis right about now. Staying as low as you can. See if you can bring your belly towards your legs and reach your arms forwards. Keep your weight back through your heels and we'll hold this here. Focus your gaze on one spot. Beautiful. Now lowering the hands down to your mat, here's the challenge. Jump your right foot back, keeping the legs together. Nice. Now bring your left knee to the back of your left wrist. Keep edging that back leg down the mat as you come into pigeon pose. So just another way to enter. If you need some support in your pigeon, place a block beneath the left side hip or thigh. And then from here, we'll walk the hands forwards and take a few breaths, slowing things down. Inhale as you sit back up, press the hands into the mat, lift your back knee, and then step back into downward dog. You can pedal out the legs if your left side has gone to sleep. Then when you're ready, just like before, lift your heels, look forwards, then bend your knees, and you can either hop, step, or jump your feet to your hands. From your forward fold around your spine, roll all the way up to stand. And then set your feet a little bit wider. Start by crossing the right ankle over your left knee. Open your right knee out to the side. Then slowly bending the left knee, sink the hips nice and low. Just noticing what's going on in the body as you do. You may start to feel that deep stretch down the outside of the right thigh. Keep sinking low. Try to bring your chest towards your legs. Reach your arms forwards. Keeping the weight back through your heel. Final few breaths here. See if you can sink even lower. Great work. Lower your hands. Hop that left foot back. And then bring your right leg forwards to come into your pigeon pose. Again, if you need support, elevate the right side thigh or hip. And then when you're ready, walk the hands forwards, slowing things down a few moments here. Inhale to sit back up. Push the floor away and we'll step back into downward dog. Nice. Come down to your knees. And then we'll set up for our puppy pose. Again, if you have a block, I recommend using one. So you can place your block across your mat and then bring your forearms either side of your block. Now this is helpful because you will be encouraged to squeeze your arms into the block, and this will stop your elbows from falling out and you collapsing. So if you have a block, you can work with one. If not, you could get a really chunky book. Then from here, tuck your toes, lift your hips. So it's like a downward dog with the forearms down. And then you're either keeping the feet where they are or walking the feet in a little closer. You could rest your forehead on the block so your neck gets a little break here. Focus on pressing through the forearms, pushing the floor away. Keep the breath steady. In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Wonderful work. Now slowly walk the feet away to come out. Lower your knees. Take your block out to the side if you were working with one. Now your shoulders are fired up. Keep your elbows in the same position that they were just in, but interlace your fingers to create a support for your head. Bring the crown of the head down, and the hands will rest at the back of your head. Now start to push the floor away just like you were in your dolphin. And tuck your toes and lift your hips. If you are new to headstand, stay here. If you're a little more familiar, you can start to walk your feet in. Option 2, just stay here. Work the pose from this place. If you'd like a little more challenge, lift the right leg high and come right up onto the tips of the left toes. And we'll hold this here. Keep pressing through the forearms. 3, 2, 1. Right foot will come down and the left leg will lift. So we're just switching. Come right up onto the tips of the right toes. Push the floor away for 3, 2, 1. Lower the left foot all the way down. Let's take a little breather. So slowly coming out. Find a kneeling position. Rest your hands on your thighs. Then we'll just take a few head rolls. Sometimes we can get a little pressure headache when we work on headstand, so this is just a nice way to alleviate any of that tension. Wonderful. Now, if you're feeling like you need a little break, please go into child's pose from here. If you do have more energy in the tank, you can join me as we work into our full headstand. So the same setup as last time. Elbows in the same position as your dolphin, but hands clasped together. Bring your head down to the mat and then tuck your toes, lift your hips. Walk your feet in as far as you feel confident to do. And then bend your right leg. Bring that thigh in close to your belly. Keep shifting your weight forward so you're right up on the tips of your left toes. And then notice if you feel that transfer of weight. And maybe you can bend your left knee, bring the legs together into a tuck. Try to resist the urge to kick into it. Move with control. And we'll hold this here. Keeping the breath steady, pushing the floor away. Wonderful. To come out, just extend your left leg. Bring the toes back down. And we'll return to that kneeling position. Hands can come to the thighs. If you're in child's pose, you can stay where you are. And we'll just release the neck, tilting the head to the left. So left ear towards left shoulder. And then right ear to right shoulder. And then lifting the head back through center. Swing your legs round. We'll finish with a few moments of restorative practice. So come and lie all the way back. And you can keep your knees bent. Just open your feet wide, let your knees knock in together. You can rest your hands on your lower belly. Relaxing the whole of your body. You have the option to stay as you are. If you'd like to move into Shavasana, you can extend your legs, extend your arms, let your body take up more space to completely relax. This was quite an intense practice, so really take these next few moments to give your body a chance to recover. If you struggled at any time, or perhaps you notice some judgment coming up, now's a great time to let go of any of that expectation. Know that you did your best, you did the work. Deepen your breath. And then start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Now roll out your ankles and your wrists. Reach your arms overhead, finding a full body stretch from fingertips down to toe tips. And hug your knees into your chest and roll onto your side. You can take as much time here as you need. Give yourself a hug. Congratulate yourself on your hard work today in class. When you're ready, join me back in a seated position. Just softening the eyes closed, relaxing our shoulders down the back. And I think it's important after a challenging practice just to acknowledge that this is the practice of a lifetime. So if you didn't get something first time,
It's not a big deal. I promise you it's so much more of an achievement when you've worked for it. So know that each time you're getting a little bit closer, it's going to be that much sweeter when you do get there, but you do not need to rush the process. So I hope these words can sink in and can provide a little bit of encouragement, especially if you're feeling disheartened working towards these more challenging postures. When you are ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure to share this practice with you and hopefully teach you some new skills. Thank you again for your energy and your time. Namaste. As always, if you did enjoy the practice or you have any feedback at all, please leave it in the comments section. I'd love to connect with you and to hear about how the practice went for you. So if you do have a moment, please leave me a little message, even if it's just to say, hey, I really love hearing from you and I hope to see you again next time.